Hey folks, I know you're going to like this show coming up. This is Hank Parker. Hank's fishing on a lake that he helped develop, and this is a retro show. We're going to do several of these, so sit back and enjoy this as we watch Hank Parker, and he's going to catch you a bass or two, so get ready. Here we go.
5 a.m. can't come soon enough for folks like these. There's more than just a job to do, so they hit their knees. They sure take pride in everything they do. There's no challenge that they won't work through. So they tirelessly keep going on. They work their fingers to the bone. They spend way too much time in the field and away from home. You can be sure they know what all this hard work is for. So now we honor you as legends, legends of the outdoors.
Ooh, I got a nice one right here, Hankster. I caught me one on a gilly. A gilly. He took my gilly. That's a throwback.
Hey, it's time for our annual trip to the Hank Parker Signature Lake in Georgia with my buddy Keith Kelly. I helped design this lake many, many years ago now, and this is about our 7th or 8th trip down there. So we're going to do a little progress report. We're going to take a few fish out, see how the fish look, and see if we can't figure out how to catch one. And I'm betting you we will figure out how to catch one. So it's going to be a fun show. Stay with me. I'm Hank Parker.
Man, I'm catching up with throwbacks. That's a good thing. But clear water ain't stopping them none.
Put him in the box.
Yep.
Put him in the box. We're taking him out. Thinning him out. Thinning him out. Hey, today I got Dr. Keith Kelly. Look here. He's catching bass. I'm catching bass. Our objective today is to see how many bass we can take out of the lake.
Pretty nice little fish.
That is a good one. Big one. You ain't helping the cause. We're trying to get them put in the box. Put that fish back in the lake. He's skinny. You see that?
He was a little thin, yep. Probably just got too bad.
There is definitely some. All these beds that are empty.
But they are biting good. Can't complain about that. I just wish you could catch a fish.
Quit hogging the back of the boat, maybe I'll have a chance.
I thought you said the purpose of being out here was to see how many we could catch.
Adversity, brother. Adversity. Just to make you happy, it felt a little better. Oh, man.
Here, he's over here.
Wish you catch one like that.
I do too. He's over here.
Riding along my automobile. Hey, today we are down here trying to catch as many bass out of the lake as we can.
Ease me over.
To make it a healthier lake. Dr. Keith Kelly and Hank Parker on a fishing adventure. Dr. Keith Kelly, look at the camera. He's really not a doctor, by the way. Everybody says that doctor is really a good fisherman. He's really not a doctor.
Right now he's stuck on the bottom.
Huh?
And right now he's hung on a rock pile.
Yeah, look at my man here. This is what I have to put up with. It's like playing cards with my brother's kids. Sad. But it'll be all right.
Me.
We'll take him in here and get him loose, get him unhung, he'll quit whining. We'll catch a fish, it'll be fine.
This portion of Legends of the Outdoors is brought to you by Woodhaven Custom Calls, America's best turkey and deer calls. Game Hide, one brand, every season. Woody's, national award-winning barbecue, dry rub, and seasoning. So get to grilling with Woody's.
Dr. Kelly, he's a whole lot closer to doctor than I am. But we've had so much fun over the years, and this lake's been really, really special. And it takes a lot to manage a 60, 70 acre lake. It takes a lot of work. And you gotta take fish out. You know, we talk about catch and release and how important that is in public waters, but it's just as important to catch and take in private waters. You've got to keep that lake balanced, and it is an ongoing challenge to keep that happening. So I stay on Dr. Kelly all the time. Take more fish, take more fish, take more fish. Got one too. So today, our objective is to catch as many big ones as we can and as many little ones as we can and put them in the old Ranger boat live well.
That's a throwback. Something bit him good. Little boater.
Throwback. That big man back in the ocean. Put that big man back in the ocean. You know, this lake is, what is it, Keith, 12 years old?
Yep, 12 years old.
12 years old. It was the hottest thing in the world at 4 years old.
And 5 years old and 6 years old. All three of them years, all the way through 7, 8 years old, it stayed incredible.
Oh yeah, he's 10. And then we let it get too many knotheads in there.
Yep.
Too many knotheads. And so the quality of the fish went down. Quantity picked up, but you can have either quantity or quality, but it's very difficult to have both.
Very expensive to have both.
A lot of bait, doesn't it?
A lot of bait fish. We managed to do it for a few years. What was our biggest day? We caught like 400?
300 or 400, 300 and something. 300 and something bass in a single day.
That's nice fish.
Catching some fish. Missed that lid up. This is one of the first shows that I've done that we started in the afternoon. And so we didn't get on the old bass pond until 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Better than I started catching fish, all that chatter that's in the back of the boat kind of went away.
About time for something to start happening up there at the front.
Cry, cry. Can I call you Cry, Cry?
That's your name, boy.
Thank you, Cry, Cry. We got a bunch of fish to haul out of here, and that's what our ultimate job is. Oh, I wish Keith could catch one like that one. Ooh, my goodness. But what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do is catch a big fish. So we fished in the shallows, we fished in between, we fished in the open water, we fished in the brush, we fished the stumps, we fished plastic baits, we fished jerk baits, we fished topwater baits, we fished war pigs, we fished all sorts of different baits, trying to figure out how to catch a bigger fish. And so far, we've not been able to accomplish that. We've only been able to catch same grade of fish, whether it's deep, shallow, or in between. Whether it's a jerk bait, a crankbait, a worm, topwater. So far it hadn't mattered. But we just keep thinking we're gonna hit a section of the lake, hit one area in a minute, we're gonna catch a big one. So that's what we're trying to do. You know, I was thinking a while ago, that last fish you caught back about an hour ago might have been your last fish ever.
Yeah, I've let my guests catch some, don't they get to crying so bad.
And you pull through, buddy.
Now it's time for Hank's tip of the day.
You know, over the years, we've caught fish on a lot of different baits. The old juke was super successful. The cutter.
Look at him trying to take it out of his mouth.
We've caught them on power worms. We've caught them on Fritz side. We've caught them on the War Pig.
Oh yeah, he's 10. He's 10, he's fat.
And the War Pig has probably been the winner.
Hank, look what War Pig just did.
Look at here. That's pretty cool there, Keith.
Berkeley came up with this bait several years back. And what they did is they said, let us make a perfect lipless crankbait. There's a lot of crankbaits out there, a lot of lipless crankbaits, but let's put fusion hooks on this thing. Let's put it in the chamber where we can measure the vibration, measure the rattles, and let's figure out how to make the best lipless crankbait we can possibly make. And they got a lot of different sizes. I got, right here, I got a little 1/4 ounce, I've got a 1/2 ounce, and I've got a 3/4 ounce laid out. And we threw all of these baits.
That War Pig will catch more kinds of fish
Oh, a giant.
than anything I ever fished with.
3 casts, 3 fish.
It'll catch a catfish, it'll catch a fire out of bass, it'll catch crappie, it'll catch brim.
We've caught them on what is called now the slobber knocker. We didn't even know what it was called at the time. But the War Pig out of all of those
There's another one behind him.
has been the most productive.
Oh, I got 2, look at there.
Doubled up. Look at that, doubled up. Show that to old Jordy. Doubled up.
This portion of Legends of the Outdoors is brought to you by Knox County Whitetails, where you come as a client and leave as a friend. CVA, it's just a better gun. RBX Transportation, be a name, not a number.
That's a good fish, Hank.
That is a big one, Keith. That's what we're looking for, Doc. That's him, don't let him get off. That's a giant. That is a giant, Doc.
No, he ain't that big. He's a good fish, though.
Oh yeah. He's a good one. God, I thought you had a toad.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Hey, we're reversing what we normally do. It is morning. We're picking up where we left off yesterday. We started late in the afternoon, Dr. Kelly and I. So we've changed lakes. And so this is day number 2.
I don't believe these fish are spawned right here yet.
I was thinking it's darker water, maybe they haven't, you know.
That fish like he's full of eggs.
They don't much act like they want the old jiggy poo, to be honest with you. But if one wants it, it's usually old biggin.
We did catch some on some jigs the other day.
Dog it.
I was gonna say that time. Threw me and you both in the lake.
I believe you're serious about that hook set, Doc.
I got him this time.
He's a big one too.
He is a good one. No, he ain't quite as big as I thought.
Hey,
He's a good old healthy one.
he is that. You're gonna make me put a general on, bad as I don't want to.
Pretty fish.
Pretty fish. Got him?
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
I don't think it's a great big one.
I had me a bite right there. I don't think he is a big one either. He did bite it. No, he is a big one. He is a big one. Oh yeah, he's a big one. He's a giant. He is a giant, Doc.
Yep. That's what we're looking for. That's a good one right there, brother. That's a pretty fish.
He is a pretty fish, big old head on him. He bit that jig twice, so. You pretty thing. Old Gary Klein designed this jig like an old weapon. It's a Berkeley power jig. You can catch me about a 9-pounder.
Hey, the old spinnerbait That's just a hard bait to beat.
There you go.
We threw the spinner bait.
Come out from under there.
You can control the water column.
Now you're gonna make fun of my fish.
The jig has always been strong.
He tapped it. He's not a big fish at all.
All of these baits turned out to be killers, but Keith, he's always messing around and coming up with something different. And he loves the General. He loves the Berkley General. And he saw these little Generals with this chartreuse tail in my boat, and he put that thing on.
Got him?
And he commenced to wearing them out on the old weightless General
Not bad, Dr. Kelly.
with the chartreuse tail. And he caught a lot of them.
Good and fat.
Uh-huh.
Pretty fish.
Pretty fish.
He missed one.
Oh, that was a good fish right there.
Was a good.
He missed a big one.
Gummit.
And you know, he was gonna go get us lunch. And that was so kind to him. He was gonna take his time, let us fish, and he's gonna go get lunch. So I went back to where he missed that one, and I picked up his rod, his little chartreuse General, and I caught me about a 6 or 7 pounder, the one he had on.
This portion of Legends of the Outdoors is brought to you by Black Widow Innovations. Tough, accurate, deadly. Scott Archery, CBE, Ultra Arrows.
Got me around that bush.
But he don't know that, so we're not gonna tell him that I used his rod, his reel, and went right back to where he had that big fish hung, and I caught him on his stuff.
He went in to get lunch, and I picked up his rod and caught him. He won't believe it till the show airs. How about that? He won't believe that till the show airs. Caught it on his rod. I love it. I just picked it up. He's been fishing with that General with the chartreuse tail. Loves it. Caught it on his rod while he went to fix us lunch. Is that dirty? I don't think so. It's a pretty one though. It's a pretty one. Yesterday we caught so many small fish. That lake over there, the big lake that I designed, is so clear. This lake is an older lake that he drained, and the fish are actually a year younger. This has been restocked for 11 years. It's about a 25-acre lake, but it was too far into the process to redesign it. We put rock piles in it. He dug this out right here, so that's a little point. But this lake's a cool lake. I like the watercolor, so we came over here this morning just to finish out the day. I hate fishing a half a day. He lets me fish down here one time a year, so I hate to start at 2 o'clock and not get the full day. So told him today we'd fish till 2 o'clock. He said, well, you can let me out. I'm gonna go fix this lunch. So he ran off and left, and I caught the fish on his little General with the fire tiger tail. Good one. Oh yeah, another good one. Oh, Hank Parker's been a bug. Oh, Hank Parker's been a bug. We need Mr. Kelly to fix this lunch more often. There he is. These fish have been fairly lethargic, get a lot of bites, and they drop it. And you come back with that Max Scent General, they bite it and drop it, but boy, they'll come right back on it. Sometimes on the same cast, and sometimes you have to throw it back in there. But once they taste that thing, they're coming back on it. They call that a yellowtail worm. It's a General. Yellowtail worm's pretty sporty there, Dr. Kelly. I appreciate it. Looky here. If I'd had any idea, I'd had Dr. Kelly go fix us some lunch earlier. Come on up here, boy. Come on up here, buddy, on Dr. Kelly's worm. Yellowtail worm. This thing is pretty impressive, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm impressed with the old General Max scent.
Hey, you know, taking fish out is a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. So we're going to keep taking them out, keep letting them get bigger. Maybe next year we'll catch those big giants again. We got a few too many fish in there, but Keith promised me he's going to get them out. So we worked on that really hard. I love Keith. He is a great guy. He lets me fish down there once a year. I get so many emails, people saying, how can I go? Man, he's got so many family members and employees. It doesn't have enough room to go around. So I get to fish it once a year, and it is a highlight of my year. I'm looking forward to next year. Hope you enjoyed our show today.
I hope you enjoyed that show with Hank Parker from yesteryear. We appreciate Hank sending it in. Each week we're going to bring you more new and exciting TV shows from our Hall of Fame members as we travel across the country fishing and hunting with Legends of the Outdoors. Also, we're going to bring you some retro shows just like this one with folks like Roger Ragland, Kevin Van Dam, and others. So you want to be sure and catch us each week on Legends of the Outdoors. And until then, God bless, good hunting and fishing. Stay safe.
So now we honor you as legends of the outdoors.